Hello, my name is Adriana Dominguez, and I'm an assistant professor at the University of Texas at El Paso, UTEP. I teach theater history, Latinx theater, and I'm also the director of the theater programs.
Hi, I'm Georgina Escobar. I'm a visiting professor of practice at UTEP, where I teach playwriting, directing, script analysis, and other special topics in collaboration.
Hi, I'm Nicole Hamilton, and I'm an assistant professor at New Mexico State University, where I teach courses in acting, both for stage and camera, as well as vocal production courses. I'm also involved in several theater outreach programs and direct plays for the NMSU season.
Hi everyone, I'm Larissa Lurie. I'm an associate professor at NMSU, where I teach directing, acting, script analysis, collaborative theater making, creative drama, and other special topics classes. And I also co-chair our High Desert Play Development Program and direct plays in our production season.
And I am Kim McKean, and I'm an assistant professor of theater at UTEP, where I teach classes, acting classes, directing, special topics in acting, script analysis, and also direct plays for our main stage season. So we are here today to provide you with a short video to help to answer some questions and to provide some clarification about our upcoming NMSU UTEP Makers Lab, which we are really excited about. This residency is a unique opportunity for artists like you from both universities to come together and collaborate and create during a 6-week period.
All right, so you're probably asking, what is a residency and what can I expect? Maybe you have an artist residency exists basically as a space for artists to collaborate, to come together and inhabit the same space in a same institution, in this case, COVID, hello. So we can't do that, but generally the themes that are covered in a residency or what you're really hoping for is the freedom to create, or a place to create everlasting works of the imagination, as there's often verbiage around that. So like I said, here we are in COVID times, we can't do that. So the Makers Lab was built to take elements of that residency to provide you, the artist, a group and a space of like-minded individuals and collaborators from both schools to brainstorm, exchange ideas, and create possibilities and incubate new works.
And at the end of the residency, we're encouraging a final share element. Think of it as a potluck of sorts. We're going to be coming together as an artistic community to share our work. This does not mean that your work has to be complete. We are well aware that art takes time. We want to use this final share to definitely celebrate your work and also discuss future possibilities for that creative work.
So how the residency will actually work is that we will receive all of your applications. We will review those applications and then group you in pods of like-minded artists based on your interests that you select in your application. We will meet on the residency days that are on the application, and we'll collectively check in for the first 45 minutes to an hour as a group, with one of us leading that check-in. It will either be one of us, possibly a guest faculty or professor as well, that will be leading us in a discussion and a topic that will then be relevant to your collaboration in your artistic pod. So once you break up into your artistic pods, the goal of that is to create something together that you would like to then share with us on the final share date, or just use that opportunity together to discuss topics of interest in your respective areas. It is really up to you and your pod to decide as a group how you want to spend your time and whether it's more focused on product or more focused on process.
And just like in a professional artistic residency, your attendance is about accountability to each other. So we understand if you can't attend our welcoming meeting, which will be from 4 to 5 on Wednesday, October 13th. But once the residency starts on Friday, October 16th, the other members of your pod will be counting on you to make it to every session. So the time for these sessions will be decided based on the availability questions on the application. And if you do have an urgent conflict you know of already, please mention it in your application. We understand that these days so much is in flux, but our goal is to create a space where you can come into the same space with the same people every week. So you can think of this residency as time that you are gifting yourself and the people that you're working with, and time that you've specially put aside to prioritize creativity.
And to be clear, the residency invites all artists of all disciplines, performers and actors. So as an actor myself, I know our process usually involves being given a script, and then we collaborate with other theater artists towards a final production. However, there are opportunities in professional residencies for actors, often to create their own original work, and the Makers Lab is a great opportunity in a low-stakes setting to find out how that is possible. So the goal is to forge strong artistic relationships between our schools and cities, and your talent or area of expertise is your gift to the group.
So as Kim said, maybe by the end of this residency, you'll have a completed project. Maybe you'll have the beginnings of an exciting idea you want to develop further together. Maybe you'll come away with all kinds of new skills, new ways of using skills you already have, a new sense of confidence and clarity about yourself as an artist. We hope that the collaborative relationships you build during the residency will last way beyond the 7 weeks.
We have already launched our application, and we're going to continue sharing it on all of our social media platforms as well. And we have already emailed some of you the link already, and you can request it from us as well. So it's live and it is super simple to use.
It's super simple. You can expect it to be shaped like a Google Forms, and there's going to be a series of logistical questions, obviously, like your name, your email address, what school you're applying from. But you'll also have the opportunity to really tell us who you are and your interests. So you'll select also your time slots that work for you and tell us a little bit more about yourself. But please do know that the residency is scheduled for Fridays. And once you select your time slot, we'll know where to group you in a way that works best for everyone.
And then on top of that, with the application, we'll ask you a little bit about your specific interest in creating collaboratively in our residency. Most specifically, projects you perhaps have worked on in the past that were rewarding to you or memorable to you, and why. And if you haven't worked on any projects in the past, that is absolutely fine. We are hoping that as many people as possible from all ranges of experience will give this a shot.
You'll also be asked to select all that apply in the form of interest, so you'll have a chance to check boxes for all of the types of projects that you would potentially like to work on during the residency. So maybe you want to work on a short musical or a radio play or a video game or a movement piece, or you're interested in any of those things, you can let us know that.
The application will also ask you to describe what draws you to art and what goals you may have for the end of the residency. It is okay not to know at the moment, but it is important to articulate your wishes and desires, since the goal of this incubator residency is to inspire you and activate you to create.
And it is important to know that you will always have one of us available at each of your sessions should you need any kind of guidance or questions.
I think that sums everything up. We are so looking forward to reading your applications and to meeting those of you that we don't know from both schools, and to witnessing what happens when we all come together to collaborate and activate our imaginations. Feel free to reach out to me, Kim at UTEP, or Larissa at NMSU with any additional questions, and our emails are on the flyer. Thanks so much, and we will see you all soon, hopefully.
Thank you.
Thank you.